I met a gypsy.
And I feel like, you know, you've probably learned just sticking it out for the years that you've been there now. Like, you would have actually learned the process that you kind of have to go through. But I can imagine at the start, man, you would have just had no idea.
Yeah, like it's also difficult too because like, yeah, obviously 2 of the years that I'm here now, it was like COVID, so we had the 1-day formats and shit like that. Now it's obviously back to the 2-day ones, and it's like you use so much more, you know, like you're out on the track 6 times instead of 3. So you have 6 sets of gear to wash, not 3. You have, 6 sets of like undershirts, everything. You need more boots. You need 2 helmets. Like, it's always way more shit. So like, when I first come, I was racing EMX, so we had 1 race on the Saturday, 1 race on the Sunday when they were doing the double day format. And then the next 2 years, they were also still doing the double format. But that was like, yeah, I had everything pretty organized and shit like that then. But I mean, when it went to the 1-day format, you didn't realize like how much easier it was to be like, yeah, you can also fly there on the Saturday or the Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's not like such a long weekend where you're like, you're more in, out. And in the end of the day too, like say like sponsors and stuff like that, I can understand they would like the 2-day format more, maybe also the trucks and shit like that, because it's such an effort to go there, drive 3 days there, set everything up 1 day, go home. Where the teams would probably like it more. They can go there on the Thursday night, set everything up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're there, home Monday or Sunday night after they pack everything down. So I mean, like, it would have the benefits in ways, and then other ways it's like, yeah, why? You know what I mean? It's like quite I'm like quite 50-50 about it. It's like, to be real honest, I think it'd be super cool if we went there and got to do the so like the Saturday did like, it's like the same as like MotoGP kind of thing, is where you go out for like 3 sessions and then 1 like qualifying session, not a qualifying race, because I feel like we still get, like, I think you ride like nearly an hour and a half on the first day, or an hour and 20 minutes, and then you have like a 15-minute warm-up and 2 30s, or like 30 plus 2, so maybe you're doing like 35 minutes. It's like, yeah, hour 25 on the Sunday as well. And like, it's not like it's an easy day. You go to the track in the off season, you do like an hour and a half to 2 hours of riding, and like 2 hours is like a max day of riding. But you're not pushing at that level that you do at a GP. So I mean, it's difficult one to say, because they also like to have the race for like the Saturday fans and the TV and everything like that. But I feel like they could also film the qualifying session, like when someone's on a hot lap or something like that, that would like also justify to not have that qualifying race. But
I agree, man, because I think I've been watching the F1 and MotoGP this year. For the last couple of years, I pretty religiously, like, I'm super into it nowadays. And the qualifying is almost the best part of the weekend. Like, the way that MotoGP's got it set up with the Q2, and then, you know, you get a couple people that make it into Q1, and then you do the Q1 session, and then in F1 you've got Q1, Q2, Q3. Like, people tune in to watch them, man.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's probably the most exciting shit of the weekend, because like, say in the race, they get into like a race pace and they've got to save their tires, they've got to do all these things to be good for the race, you know what I mean, and last the race out. Where on that qualifying lap, they throw brand new soft tires in, can go fucking all out as hard as they can for 1 lap. So people want to see that shit. It's also the same as us. Like, we do that qualifying race, whoever takes whole shot normally like wins the race. It's not like they go out and you see like the level of racing that you do in the actual races because people are like always thinking about the Sunday. It's like, oh, okay, this qualifying session to get my gate pick for the qualifying race. Like, you're going fucking all out for that one lap and getting sketchy, but you're like, in the end, what for? Like, I need to actually do a race to get my qualifying position for tomorrow. So it's like quite strange of
you qualify
when
to
I think about
qualify.
it, I'm like, fuck, I'm like sitting there in the qualifying session, like, fuck, I'm having some sketchy moments, like getting pretty loose. But in the end of the day, if I qualify 5th or 1st or 12th, it only means that I get the gate pick for that race. I go take a 10th place start, make 2 passes. Yeah, I qualify 8th for the next day anyway. So it's better than the 15th that I nearly killed myself trying to get, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, like, it's quite weird the way you do it or the way they think about it a little bit. Like, I mean, I feel like it'd be cool to do it like that, but like I said before, who am I? I don't know what the fuck. Like, you can't change anything. They set it up how they want to set it up. So, like, I mean, I feel like the only way you could possibly do that is if every rider was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not going to the qualifying race. And
do you reckon
miss the qualifying race? But
do you reckon that's a thing that like most riders don't like the qualifier race?
Yes and no, because like you're always going to have that 1 or 2 riders that are like, fuck it, I'll go race. Yeah, I don't care. There's always going to be people like that, regardless of, you'll get people that are like, why don't they like it? You know, like, it's fucking good. But then you're also going to have the people that are like, probably they're the people that don't like really think about it that much, or they're the guys that are not in the position to lose a championship because of that qualifying race or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the guys that are in the title hunt and shit like that would be way more focused on the trying to get through the qualifying race, nothing happened, try to get a good start, be like super worried about it, to race and get points on the Sunday. You go like all day Saturday, you're like, fuck, I'm pretty tired from the Saturday, you know, like tomorrow I'm going to wake up, feel it a little bit, but I got no points yesterday. Yeah. Like today I only get points and I have to ride feeling sore from the day before and shit like that. It's like, okay, like I feel like they could probably get better racing out of it if the riders were more fresh for the Sunday. But I mean, like I said, in the end of the day, you can always say like your opinion or your ideas on it, but I mean, you can change really nothing unless everyone was to do the same thing or to have the same opinion, but that's also never going to happen. So, it's a tough one because like I would say it'd be nearly like 80-20. 80% wouldn't like to do the quali race and 20% would be like, oh, who gives a fuck? Yeah. But yeah, like what do you say about it? Like the riders obviously can't change too much. I mean, I seen a little bit on social media at the end of last year of like people commenting saying that we should just stick to the 1 day format or this and that. But I mean, in the end of the day, they probably don't even see it. The guys, the actual top guys that are making the programs for the events and what they want to do for the TV schedules, they probably don't even see like the riders commenting anything. So like in the end of the day, I agreed with some of the people that were commenting shit, but I'm not going to go on there and comment with them because I know that they don't give a fuck. So in the end of the day, the only thing that's going to change that is literally every single rider didn't roll up to the race and was like, it's fucking pointless. So we're not going to race it. But at the same time, if you did that, there'd be 2 guys that would go and race that race. Yeah, qualify and do it anyway. So it never works. Yeah. Some guys that have travelled all the way from somewhere to race it, you know, like say one of the countries that's like a far away, like a really long way away, they would just be like, oh fuck, I've paid my entry to race this shit, so I'm not gonna race it, you know.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, GYPSYTales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.